An ex-WWE champion officially re-signs with the company, plus an AEW star is out of action indefinitely, and we have an update on future WrestleMania plans. It's all in the Cultaholic Wrestling news right now. So we're sending our best today to Powerhouse Hobs. What's going on, Andrew?
So Fightful Select reported a few days ago that Powerhouse Hobs sustained an injury during his IWGP World title match against Jon Moxley. That led to the match being cut short. I believe he did try to do like a splash in the corner to Jon Moxley. Moxley moves out the way, and then we see sort of Hobbs clutching his leg, and it was a bit wobbly afterwards. Fightful Select offer an update on this. They say Powerhouse Hobbs' injury was a significant one. Fightful has learned that Hobbs requires surgery, which will be happening imminently if it hasn't already.
Such a strange one with Hobbs, because I feel like he's been so stop-start.
Yes, yeah.
But he seems like such a sure thing as a new meaty big boy in the main event, but I feel like every time there's some momentum, something derails it, and this time it's an indefinite hiatus due to injury, which is really disappointing.
Yeah.
We're obviously full of speedy recovery to you, Powerhouse Hobbs. You are meat personified, and we love you dearly. Also, a commentator for AEW could be looking at surgery at some point. Taz shared a health update on X. He went to a highly acclaimed orthopedic surgeon yesterday to discuss my knee. It's been brutal for a couple of years. He did testing and x-rays on me. So both of my shoulders and knees need to be replaced. 4 joints. I'm not doing this right now. I'm going to keep trying regenerative procedures and try and suck it up dealing with the pain. This is not from bumps. It's from training too heavy, like a caveman trying to be big. I'm posting this for today's wrestlers. Please be smarter. Times have changed for the better. He didn't digress. We send our best wishes to Taz as well, because I think about Taz in his heyday, and he always had that very stocky posture. He was like a bollard.
Yes.
But in a good way. And I guess training for that sort of body type will take its toll on you.
Yeah, for sure. I'm actually it's quite nice to hear like an older wrestler say it's not from the bumps, because maybe some older wrestlers these days say these guys are doing flips, doing crazy things, short in their career, like try not to do that as much. It's kind of nice for Taz to be out there like it's not from bumps, it's actually from just training too heavy, trying to get big, looking like a caveman kind of thing, and therefore I think he's right as well. Things have changed for the better for sure. But yeah, just wishing nothing but the best for Taz. I hope he gets better very soon, and hopefully him just not going for surgery, doing regenerative procedures instead sort of helps him get to
just
a
be
nice
comfy.
place of
That's
health.
all you want, innit?
Yes,
as you
for
get
sure.
older, you want to be a bit comfier, don't you, as you get older? We have some news regarding a signing to WWE. There was a lot of conversation about this guy just the other week that we talked about, and we have some confirmation that we're all systems go with him.
Yeah, so this comes from PW Insider, who say Eric Rowan has officially signed a new deal with World Wrestling Entertainment. PW Insider Elite.com has confirmed now. Rowan was actually rumored to be returning to WWE after he pulled out of all future indie dates due to new contractual obligations. There's expectation that Rowan will be part of the Uncle Howdy storyline getting underway on Raw. I think that's sort of where a lot of us kind of, when we heard this, we were like, well, that seems to be the right fit for him, at least anyway. When they do bring that back, I'm very, very happy for him, because I'm happy in the sense that he gets to carry on the legacy of his best friend. And I'm really excited to see where they go. I love all the QR code stuff that they're doing at the moment. It's very spooky. I hope they can capitalize on it, because, obviously the Uncle Howdy stuff prior wasn't really the best. It wasn't the best, but I hope they can do something of justice with it this time. Yeah,
it was a weird, like the last time when they ran it kind of, I think the tricky part for them was the fact that they had, it was such a gap between the beginning of that feud between Bray Wyatt and LA Knight and the Rumble, that they had so much time to fill, and I felt like they were treading water for a long time. By the time they got to that match, the anticipation was so high that it couldn't live up to it, and then it just never really got the gears going, obviously due to Bray Wyatt's ill health, which absolutely goes without saying.
Yeah,
but
of course.
There's a nice opportunity here to, as you say, continue and cement that legacy with a great cast of people around as well. So Uncle Howdy being, of course, Bo Dallas. We've got Eric Rowan now on the books. Braun Strowman's now back as well. I had a lovely chat with Matt Hardy, and of course he kept the speculation fires burning. Teasy boy is our boy Matt Hardy. You can listen to my chat with Matt Hardy on the podcast feed right now. Search Cultaholic wherever you get your podcast from. So there is a cast of characters there that you could have some fun with.
Yes, for sure. All from different periods of history within Bray's career as well, which I quite like that you can pull things from too. So yeah, I'm genuinely so excited. Really, really excited to see what happens.
Let's talk about Speed. This is the new show that WWE have been running on Twitter, or X, if you're Elon Musk. And we have an update on that and future plans for it.
Yeah, so this Friday at 12 p.m. EST, the finals of the first WWE Speed tournament will air on X, aka Twitter. Ricochet and Johnny Gargano will battle to determine the first ever WWE Speed champion. Now, during a Spaces session on X, Triple H talked about WWE Speed, saying it makes for an exciting challenge for the guys. It makes for an exciting challenge for eventually what will be the women as well. So far, it's been spectacular. The talent have really embraced this and gotten into the challenge of it. It's been exciting for them and our fans as well.
So that's the big update on that one.
Yeah.
Piper Niven a while ago was on Twitter being very passive-aggressive about the fact that, oh, hang on, so just the men fighting in this one.
Yep.
Women can do 3-minute matches as well, as we proved for the years gone by. So that's Triple H there saying we will see Speed evolve into women's matches as well. But currently there is only one Speed champion, and you'll see who holds the belt on Friday. Don't want to spoil it for you now, but in terms of what the belt looks like, there's pictures out there. Do you remember when Impact became GFW?
Going to sit when they put the sticker over the belt. It does give me those I quite like the design of it. Obviously, it's there for the branding and whatever, as most WWE titles are, but it does remind me of that championship so much.
It's an amazing story where Impact became GFW for a little bit, and then they became Impact again, but they had no money to buy another belt, and they didn't have access to the other belt for whatever reason. I think it was in a lockup somewhere. So they just took the GFW title and put an Impact sticker over the top of it. And I saw this Speed belt and I went, oh, it's the GFW belt. I can't not see it. I can't not see it. I really like the concept.
Me too.
I've enjoyed what I do. Check out Speed on a Wednesday. I like it. It doesn't feel like your traditional wrestling, and I think there's a lot of people that are very frustrated by that because it's kind of a lot of the psychology that is wrestling is thrown away. But I think treat it as within itself, which is like a bubble within the bubble.
Yeah,
and I think it's good fun.
I think it's good fun too. We've spoken about it many times on the news before, but I feel like it is there to bring new eyes onto the product. You know, you're scrolling for your For You page or whatever. People who aren't necessarily interested in wrestling, if it comes across the 3-minute match, easy, just grabs the attention, highlight reel of a match, there you go. You might get a new fan.
I love matches that have the psychology burned into them and tell a wonderful story over working a body part for a long time. I love that style of wrestling. There's a lot of passion for that style of wrestling. But at the same time, also love a little bit of flippy nonsense as well, you know?
Yeah.
And it's just a handy reminder, this is a handy PSA from your friends at Cultaholic, that it's okay to like more than one thing. You can like many things. You can like all things. That's all right.
It's true.
Don't worry. No one's going to come at you if you like more than one style of wrestling. It's all good. You're allowed. I've said so. During this Spaces thing as well, there was quite a funny moment on there. I saw it clipped, I think, because someone said, oh, it was probably a technical issue. But as soon as one of the other speakers started talking about AEW, you see Triple H drop out of the call.
And
then drop back in a few minutes later. Bye, okay. But he was on the Spaces, was Trips. And he chatted about WrestleMania and references the fact that last week the Mayor of London, obviously mayoral elections taking place today, and Mayor of London said as part of his manifesto that he wants to bring more sporting events like WrestleMania to London. And Triple H quote retweeted this and said, "Let's talk." Anyway, he talked about WrestleMania a little bit more on Spaces, did Trips. He said, everybody is always excited to know where WrestleMania is going to be. WrestleMania 41 announcement is coming very, very soon. I promise, very, very soon. As far as the following year, we shall see. Look at the one thing about, you mentioned it earlier, and the global nature of what we do. To me, it is the biggest. I don't look at where we are or where we are going. I just look at the globe. I think everything is on the table for where it goes. You saw the Mayor of London the other day put out a statement about WrestleMania. I said we should talk, and we should. And should the mayor of the leaders of every other place around the globe, if they want WWE, come talk to us. We are open for business. We'd love to be there. whether our fans are going to be the loudest and craziest and the most into what we do. It'd be an honor to go there and perform for them. So whether that's a Raw, a SmackDown, NXT, whether it's a PLE, no matter of the size, whether it's WrestleMania itself, obviously the bigger ones are a little bit more difficult to execute, but let's talk. So it kind of goes back a little bit on what Nick Khan said, when Nick Khan very much said, yeah, we're going to keep the big five in the States. Everything else can be international. And Triple H is going, everything's everything.
Business. Business is business.
It's bidness, isn't it? Proof of that bidness is this weekend. It's Backlash in France.
It is. I'm very excited for it. Me and Adam will be doing the live stream for that. We'll be doing predictions. Pictures are already up on the channel as well. I believe Ross will be doing WTF Moments 2, which will be out on Sunday. Jack will be doing What Happened At. It'll be lovely, 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 everybody. Woo.
And for the very latest wrestling woo throughout the day, woo can check out cultaholic.com. Keys.
Woo. I don't know why I said that. Woo. Love you. Bye. 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 Bye.